Welcome back to another deck design video. As you can tell, we just got a lot more decks in, so we're going to be customizing one in today's video. It's a very different way than what I've ever done before, but I thought the idea sounded cool, so we're gonna try it. To give you a better idea of what I'm thinking inside my head, I want to take the little pages from here and collage it onto the deck itself, and then put a top coat of resin on it, so it'll be nice, solid, and cured. The only problem with that, it might make the deck a little bit heavy, but I think that's gonna be okay, especially if this is for just an art piece. I'm just really excited to see how it's gonna turn out. I know a lot of you probably like Demon Slayer, and I wish we were doing that in today's video, but if you enjoyed today's content, let me know by leaving a like down below and commenting what you wanna see next, because we can potentially do a Demon Slayer board next. I just wanna know how you guys like today's content, and it's gonna be a little bit more raunchy than what my usual stuff is. I'm not a big fan of raunchy stuff, but it does really well on YouTube for some reason. So I'm gonna try and see if this will get picked up on the YouTube algorithm, and if it does, what is wrong with you, YouTube algorithm? Because again, this is gonna be kind of raunchy. I've never watched this anime, or if it is an anime, I've never watched it. I've never read the manga, but to give you a better idea of how raunchy it's gonna be, this is what we're gonna be using for today's video. So stay tuned to see how it turns out. First thing to do is go through and pick all the different pages that are gonna be used and try to make it not as inappropriate as what I think it's gonna be. But yeah, as you can tell just scrolling through here, it's pretty bad. Also, this is the spray adhesive I'm gonna be using, and once we have everything down, we'll get a box cutter and cut all of the edges so it's nice and clean. And then after that, we'll do the resin. This is our little collection of manga panels, and I have no clue what I'm doing. This is the weirdest video I've probably ever made, but hey, let's hope that it works. Just, yeah. Wrapped up gluing everything onto the board. Once it dries, we'll come back and cut everything, and then we'll put resin on top. So it should look really good after that. But for a raunchy style board, it's really not that bad. I mean, obviously that is, and that is, but the rest of it looks really good. So I'm okay with this. It's still weird, but it looks better than I thought it was gonna look. Got everything trimmed up and the logo is put into place, so now it's time to put the resin on there and hope that it works. This is what I'm going to be using today. I've never used it before. I have no clue how it works. I've actually never played with resin before, so this is going to be a first for me. We need to go back inside and get some cups, because what it came with are these little tiny guys, and that's not going to do us any good. So we'll get bigger cups, pour it, mix it, and then pour it again. Sure, that might be enough. And if that's not enough, we can always add more and cover it again. I'm just hoping that that's enough to do the entire board. It's kind of got a gross feeling to it. It's weird, but mix, 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 mix. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a little bit of air bubbles in it, and normally you'd put this in a vacuum chamber to help get rid of those, but I don't have that. And another way to do it is to get a torch. Whenever you pour it onto the board, you'd get a torch and it would get rid of all the air bubbles. I also don't have that, so let's just hope that the air bubbles don't ruin the entire piece. I think so far it's looking really good. It did make it a little bit more transparent, and I think that's actually a good thing because it's not as raunchy. Like, it kind of hides some of that, so that's good. But it is coming up on a few spots about right there and back over here, and that's because I didn't glue it down the best, so some of that is going to be popped up, and I was hoping the resin was going to help make it stick down. It didn't. I'm pretty sure if I put another layer it'll work, but I could also kind of sand that down and it might help because it'll be hard after this. I really don't know. But we'll just let it do its thing. It's gonna take like a whole day to dry. They said I can touch it after about 4 to 6 hours, but I think I'm just gonna leave it out here and let it do its thing. And then we'll get an update after it's completely dry.
Day 2.
Well, it's not 100% done, but this is what it's looking like right now, and I'm actually really happy with it. The transparent look that it gave is actually making it look a lot less raunchy, which I really like, because before it was kind of bad. It still is pretty bad here, and it's not as bad up here because I covered it with my logo, so that actually worked a lot. As you can tell, it is dry to the touch, but it's not dry enough to sand this yet, so I'm not going to be able to do that in this video. We're just going to do that off camera. But over here you can see it's a little rough, and that's why I need to sand all this. And the edges as well, I sanded them a little bit, and as you can see it's just not dry enough yet, so everything is just kind of sticking together and peeling back. But once it's 100% done, I can go back through, sand everything, and make it perfect. This video has gone on long enough, so I think I'm just gonna call it here and just finish all of this off camera. If you wanna see the finished result of this deck, I'm gonna have everything on my Instagram at Keegan_co_. So again, if you wanna see it, definitely check it out. I'm also gonna start selling versions of these on my website at shopkeeganco.com. These are kind of expensive, so I think I'm gonna have them listed for $60. If you want one, email me, message me on Instagram, or check out the website. I have plenty on there, but I do want to start actually producing and selling these on the website because I think they look absolutely amazing, and it's such a cool process and design. Right now they are more of an art piece board or wall art board, similar to the ones I have over there, but you can most likely skate this. I just haven't tested it yet, so in the future, once we actually do the whole process of this and I have one that I can keep, I will go out and test it and skate it and make sure that it is worthy of being skated. But as of right now, it is a wall piece board, and I still have to finish drilling all the holes out. But still, I think this is a badass design and look, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Even though, again, it is more on the raunchy side, I think this was a definite cool idea and something that I want to keep doing in the future. And just like that, that is the end of today's video, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content and you want to see more of it, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. Like the video and comment what you want to see next, because again, I do want to do more, either Demon Slayer or Naruto or whatever you have. The most like comment could be potentially the next one we do. So let me know down in the comments below. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Stay awesome. Later.